Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my front-end interview experience at Mastercard from application to the final offer. So if you are preparing for any similar interviews, this video might give you some really helpful insights. So let's get started. So this role was for senior software engineer with level L7. I got a referral from one of my friend who was working at Mastercard, and the whole process took about 2 months to complete. But here is the thing, Mastercard is currently hiring aggressively, so even if you don't have a referral, your resume might get picked up directly by HR. But still, referral adds some weight, and it's good to have one if possible. So after about 2 weeks, I got a call from HR and we had a discussion about my current responsibilities, about the role the Mastercard was hiring for, and also my CTC expectations. Since our discussion went well, she scheduled my first technical round around 10 days later. This was an elimination round conducted by their full stack associate director. It was not a code pairing round, instead it was more of a technical discussion where we discussed about our current project architecture, what decisions we took to build that architecture, so basically what and why is important. Then we moved on to the high level system design of payment apps. Even though the role was for front end, I was asked few questions related to back end also, like how to improve API's performance. So basic knowledge of backend systems is really important for front end role also. The whole round revolves around payment apps. How can we improve the performance of payment applications? So basically, how can we handle timeouts and the concept of idempotency to prevent duplicate transactions? So having the knowledge of payment applications is really helpful before having any technical discussion at Mastercard. Overall, it turned out to be a two-way discussion where two engineers are brainstorming about how to improve the performance application. And after 2 days, HR told me that I had cleared this round. So next came the super day. At Mastercard, this usually happens on Thursday and you go through 3 back-to-back interviews on the same day. Each interview is evaluated independently, meaning one interviewer doesn't know the what feedback others gave, and the final verdict depends on the whole 3. So in the bar raiser round, we discussed about my current roles and responsibilities. We also deep dived in the architecture of my current project. So interviewer was grilling me on the concept of JavaScript and React. So it was more of a technical discussion, not a code pairing round, this one also. There were few behavioral questions also in this round. So the behavioral component is just as important as technical parts, because the bar raiser is evaluating you on the cultural fit and leadership potential. So they will dig deep into your past experiences and ask you questions about the decision making under pressure. Next one is managerial round, which is usually conducted by senior manager or the engineering manager. So this round is more of a behavioral questions, so no technical. So the interviewer was asking me about my project experience and the ownership I had in the project. They also asked me about the challenges I faced in the project and how did I overcome them. So in this round, they will evaluate you on your team management also, like questions, how are you going to handle the conflict between front end and back end team, and the questions like what if product wants something but that will hurt the performance, how are you going to handle these type of situations. There were a few behavioral questions also in this round, like when was the last time you missed a deadline and how did you handle it. So be ready with a star pattern to answer all these questions. So for me, the last round on the super day was Tech SME round. It was conducted by a Mastercard architect from the UK. It was purely technical round. It was more of a code pairing round instead of technical discussion. We had a code pairing session on the code signal environment. So interviewer was grilling me on the concept of JavaScript. There were few medium level lead code questions which was asked in this round. So One of them I remember is how are you going to check if string is a anagram or not. So this was the question which was asked. There were few output based question also on the JavaScript, and the common question which most bank ask is that one, that we need to create a class of account and create deposit withdraw methods in it, and implement the account class. So these type of questions were asked in this round. So it was purely technical. At first I thought that it is going to be a hectic day to have 3 rounds on the same day, but at the end of the day I was pretty relaxed and I was pretty happy that all the rounds went pretty well. So after 1 week of time, it was the day of verdict. HR called me and informed me that I've been selected, and I was pretty happy. So I had an HR round after that to discuss the salary breakup.
सैलरी कितना लोगे भैया, डिस्कस कर लें। थैंक यू सर।
And the HR sent me indicative offer which I accepted, and then released the final offer letter. But I could not join the Mastercard because of some family reasons. So but you can. For more videos, please like, share and subscribe.